Sarge, we got movement!
Hold your fire. Polanski, search him.
On the ground, now!
Keep those hands up!
Shit!
Killing off a character. Call of Duty does it quite a bit. All the way back with the real Captain Price.
I prefer the real.
Captain Price.
I said the real.
Captain Price.
Perfection.
Some are really nice and satisfying. Some are meant to be satisfying, but failed. Some are meant to be sad and heartbreaking. And some try this and fail. Whoever it might be, what is the best death? Not who needed to die the most, but whose death hits the hardest, and what death makes you think the most back on it. Some might say Mason from BO2 with the multiple choice and being a playable character. Some might say Dimitri for his death added to the story and him also being a playable character. Others would say Soap, having a whole level trying and failing to save him and him also being a main character. I'm seeing a trend of Sandman, due to seeing him and his friends do one last stand as you and Price get out to safety with the Russian president. However, I would say all of that, while amazing deaths from a storytelling point of view, I think none of them are as good as Roebuck or Pulaski. First, the level. I would say this is one of, if not the best Call of Duty levels in the entire series. Definitely in this game. You can replay this level over and over and never get bored, and this is a good thing for why you'll see later. One time you can pick up a Type 100 in an Astrika, this thing, with a bayonet. Or in another game, pick up an M1 carbine from your buddies and pair it with a Thompson used for backup, and for the later third, where your teammates also use Thompsons. You can use the Springfield for the first fourth, and then pick up a scoped Astrika in the hut as it is the normal, as it,
You want...
and pick up a scope Astrika as it uses normal Astrika ammo. You can also use the MG you find at the supply drop, as this guy uses one and he's scripted to die so you can get his ammo, and there's a third one in the spare room. That should be more than enough to last till the last part where you can get another MG here for ammo. By the way, that MG guy can be saved and will help you as he stays in the back and is hard to kill until later in the level. And that just means you get more ammo when you need it if you choose to use the MG, or you can keep him around for more suppressive fire. All of that, and that's just the weapons. Not even talking about how to handle every fight. Most are just picking different paths like right, left, and middle, but they effectively have gaps in between them so you can switch between them. Plus, they do offer different fights. After leaving the tunnel, the right path has spider holes with guys who throw grenades at you, while the left path has spider holes that shoot at you before charging you with Astrikas. Let's go and just look at this tunnel part, actually. You can use a Type 100 to sweep them down. Simple enough. You can also use other weapons for this that you get at the beginning from the supply drop or from the enemies. Or you can smoke out the room, run through, and get out so that your buddies can let the whole thing go boom.
Keep it steady and move on!
Or you can get a grenade, throw it into the room, and then clear up the stragglers. All of that with just this one fight, which is by far the simplest one in this entire level. Now, I hope all of that made a very good point about how this is a pretty good level, but that's not really what we're talking about. At the end of the mission, 3 enemies want to surrender. The game forces you to not shoot. As Pulaski and Roebuck go to capture them, one grabs Pulaski and 2 others get a hold of Roebuck. Here, you have to pick between the 2 who to save. Let's go over what happens first. If you shoot the guy holding down Pulaski, he will be saved, but the 2 holding Roebuck will blow themselves up, taking Roebuck with them. Pulaski mourns for Roebuck, but we're soon attacked by more enemies. After the fight, Pulaski will take Roebuck's dog tags and hand them to Miller, aka the player, with a sad look in his face. By the way, if you do nothing, Pulaski will overpower his guy and will be saved. So Pulaski's the kind of generic save, I guess. If If you shoot the guys holding down Roebuck, Roebuck will be saved, but Pulaski's guy will blow him and Pulaski up. Roebuck mourns for Pulaski, the attack happens, you have to hold him off, and then Roebuck will give Miller Pulaski's dog tags. I do want to add that they will say different themes that fit their character traits, Roebuck being the more grizzled veteran, and Pulaski being the more emotional rookie.
You want animals!
You fucking animals!
I'm going to hell! You hear me? You're going straight to hell!
This ain't over, you hear me? This ain't over!
Hear that? Calling those things! Slow them down! Keep them down!
Hear that? Calling the planes!
Damn. We made it. We did it. It's over.
We did it. It's over. It's finally over.
For both endings, it will replay Roebuck's cutscene dialogue about how all of them will be going home.
Everything that was asked of us, we've done. Every night we lay in a filthy foxhole praying the enemy won't slit our throats. Every day we've spent crawling through the mud and the dirt while bullets whistle all around. But this is the last time we're going to have to put our lives on the line. This is the enemy's last stand. When we take Shuri Castle, we go home. All of us. Everything that was asked of us, we've done. Every night we lay in a filthy foxhole praying the enemy won't slit our throats. Every day we've spent crawling through the mud and the dirt while bullets whistle all around. This is the enemy's last stand. When we take Shuri Castle, we go home. All of us.
Now, why do I say that this is the best Call of Duty death? There's no good choice. Simply put it, it's up to you and there's nothing you can do. All at the same time. It's simple, you have to choose between the two. But neither feels good. Roebuck is older, but he's not even in his 30s yet. Now, we know that he's been fighting this war for at least 3 years, and that this is the final mission. Not just, oh, the last American mission you play. This is the final mission for these characters before going home. So Roebuck goes through all of this, at least 3 years of this just to die minutes before going home. But what about Pulaski? He's very, very young, even younger than Roebuck. He's only 18 or 19. Roebuck's only in his late 20s, but that's likely much more than Pulaski. Pulaski suffered less in the war, but he's lived less of his life. So does being younger mean Pulaski should live, even though Roebuck's been waiting to go home for, again, at least 3 years? What about their lives? We don't know much, but looking at people's lives back then, there's a good chance Roebuck was married, with this being the baby boom years. We don't see a wedding ring on him, but maybe he has it in his pocket. Look, just go with it, okay? If he's married, then you could say that he should live. But Pulaski is more likely to not be married, and if he dies, he'll never know what that's like. What's worse, killing a husband and potential father? Or killing a man before he gets to become either? I do want to give one last look at the gameplay, as there are small differences. Pulaski uses an M1 rifle, while Roebuck uses a Thompson SMG. That's it. All respawning buddies will use SMGs, so you can get one more unkillable submachine gunner or a rifleman. That's it. I guess the rifle has more range, so Pulaski might be better with all the Thompson guys you're given. However, this has much less importance than the story reasons to keep them alive. The reason this hurts so much is because there's no good answer. With Soap's death, you can't save him no matter what. But here, you can save one, but not both, which hits so much harder than just one guy dying who you can't save. I want to add this also goes for Harper in Black Ops 2. Even though you can save him, saving him will give you the bad ending. You have to kill him to get the good ending. So it kind of feels similar to Soap's death where he has to die. Neither Pulaski or Roebuck has to die, but one of them does. The canon answer is likely Pulaski's death, as if you do nothing, he lives. And as I said, gameplay, he is a bit better. As well as Roebuck likely wanting him to live, as he's pretty selfish, and I think he sees Pulaski almost like a younger brother. But that's one of the best parts about this. One's not canon. Miller, Roebuck, and Pulaski are never seen again, unless you want to count that World at War game for the PS2, but I'm not. Because of that, we don't know which one is canon. The breaking point, the level we're talking about, is the Americans' last level. So we truly don't know which one lives in the canon. It's up to you, Miller, to choose who to save, who will see their family again, and who will be left to never escape at this war that took so many lives, and now their own. Anyway, time for some funny stuff! While they share a model, no, Pulaski and Tank Dempsey are not the same people. I shouldn't need to say this, but yeah, they're not the same people. I just know someone's going to bring that up. If people actually watch this channel, please subscribe, please. I'm begging you! While getting footage after Pulaski kicked this guy down, there was a grenade. I thought this was showing that Pulaski stopped his own death, but another playthrough, this doesn't happen. If you don't jump down these stairs, go all the way back to the mortar shells, grab one, get through this whole part without firing or knifing, you can use the mortar against the guys attacking Pulaski and Roebuck, saving both. But because it's coded so that one of them will die, Roebuck will act that Pulaski's dead and Pulaski will just stand there. He doesn't do anything. It's like the mortar gave him brain damage. But then at the end, Pulaski's the one who grabs the now dead Roebuck's dog tags? What? Hopefully I was able to show you why, at least to me, this is the best death in the entire game series. I want to say put that, like, series. And it is death. Only one of them will die. Not both. Having to pick between one or the other and not having a clear choice hits so much harder than one guy dying out of your control or the good or the bad choice. And I think it shows how good of a story World at War has when you consider I'm talking about the weaker of the two stories in the game. Boy, hi. So this video took a while, not because it's particularly hard to make, but because I just kind of lost it after that TF2 video. I made one kind of throwaway video, but yeah, I kind of needed a break. Some stuff's going on. I do really hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah. This is me explaining why I think a game made 18 years ago has a death that's better than any of its younger brothers that came after, or sisters, whatever, that came after it. God, this franchise is anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I'm gonna go shove what up. Bye.